Welcome back. This is the post-game show presented by the Maroon Club, enhancing 23 Division I sports. Join the Maroon Club today. And our player of the game presented by Coca-Cola. Certainly experienced the Coke side of life. Tough interview right now for Mike Joseph. Here's Mike.
Well, Coach, you led for 49 minutes of that game. Obviously, you can look, I think, to 1 point, the foul line.
Yeah, we competed. You know, we competed the whole game. We did a good job. You just got to make your foul shots. They made their foul shots, and we certainly didn't. You know, and there was a couple other decisions that we made that were ill-advised. You know, but for the most part, I was proud of how we competed.
Absolutely, and it looked like early in the game you had that rhythm and the tempo. Kids were firing, and a guy standing next to me, Paulus, really obviously had his best game of the year.
Yeah, he did, and we just got to build on this. We got to play better. We got to get better. You know, and that's the bottom line. And as I said, if we keep competing, we'll get better.
And I know you'll do that. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Paulus, come on in here. Obviously, 16 points. You went off a little bit tonight. You really seemed to find your rhythm. The whole team seemed to find that rhythm and tempo in that first half.
Yeah, the first half was really good, but second half, you got to give credit to Drexel. They came out swarming, crashed the boards, played great D, so we got to give credit to them, but we got to make our free throws and get stops and get rebounds.
Yeah, it seemed like the free throws were obviously the thing at the end, but you guys obviously, you lost the lead there after 49 minutes, but you had a shot there at the end, and it seemed like you got a good shot even at the end.
I mean, Kyle got a good shot, but he didn't see the back man. Maybe could have swung the ball, but whatever it is, you know, we got more in the next game, and it's a long season, so we got to move on.
Absolutely, and we know you'll be back. Thanks for a couple minutes.
Thank you.
Guys, that's a tough one, obviously, right there, leading for 49 minutes. But you know Coach O'Hanlon will rally those kids. They'll be right back. Back to you.
No question about it, as we'll take a look at the highlights of tonight's ball game before we wrap things up this evening.
Gary, this was a hard-fought game. It was physical, and boy, this young man, Kirk Lee, relatively quiet in the first half, but man, he took over down the stretch and showed us why he's got a bright future. Only a freshman, and his size belies his ability to score inside and outside. He's going to be a good one. He is already. They went inside more so in the second half. Williams did a great job. Overton hit a couple of huge threes down the stretch that just fueled the comeback. There you see another one. They were relatively quiet from downtown, but Miles Overton, and then another three-pointer, that time by Mojica, and Lafayette was in trouble. You know, they battled all night long. This was a big bucket against the shot clock by Matt Glanuski, who had a monster game, and there's Matt again, working hard on the inside. You heard Mike Joseph talk about it. I agree. Their offense was much smoother in the first half. They had a rhythm to them. Matt Glanuski was very consistent throughout the night. He had his hands full. How about this finish? Again, against the shot clock. Nick Lindner seemed to make every big shot down the stretch. Here's a step-back jumper. Boy, he and Kirk Lee were kind of going mano a mano. They did a terrific job. Paulus Zalys off the glass will take it. That was another big three. It was his night. Paulus Zalys really playing with a lot of confidence. Again, in the corner, this is another big three. It looked for a while like Lafayette was going to hang on. But, Gary, the physicality and the intensity of the Drexel defense. They're big and they're strong and they're long. And again, you and I talked about it. We remember Zach Spiker's early teams at Army. Before he was able to infuse the kind of skill players, these kids were, this was hand-to-hand combat.
No question. Yeah. And Lafayette only has to look at 14 for 30 from the foul line to understand why this game got away from them. Here's how the numbers shook out. Drexel 74 points on 26 field goals, 6 for 15 from beyond the arc, 16 for 30 from the free throw line. Not much better. Rodney Williams, 14 points and 7 rebounds. Kirk Lee with 14 points. Miles Overton, 13 and a bunch down the stretch. Sammy Mojica with 10 points in the game. For Lafayette, there's 70 points on 24 field goals, 8 for 20 from beyond the arc, and an atrocious 14 for 30 from the free throw line. Glanuski, 11 points, 9 rebounds. Zalys, 16 points. And Nick Lindner, again, the leading scorer with 21 points. Lafayette falls to 2-4. They've lost 3 games in a row now. Drexel, they go to 3-4, and they stop a 2-game losing streak to win this one tonight. They win it by a 74-70 score. Rick Gio's been our director for both our ball games. Pat on the back to the crew, hanging in there all night long from 6 o'clock on, certainly doing a terrific job. For John Leone, for Mike Joseph, I'm Gary Laubach. We'll see you in December with more basketball. Thanks for joining us all night long. Good night, everybody.